Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about Marvel Zombies and explaining an overview about how this game plays. I'm going to explain the mechanics and how this one is different from other Zombicide games. And I'm going to be giving you guys my thoughts and opinions about this game and whether or not if this game is right for you. Also, make sure you stay to the end of the video because I'm going to be explaining the updates that they have announced so far. With that being said, let's just get right into the video. Alright, to start things off, Marvel Zombies is a cooperative dungeon crawl game for 1 to 6 players. Meaning you take on a role as a zombie hero or regular hero depending on the mode that you choose. Depending on your player count will determine how many players can take control of what heroes. It's recommended to play with 6 characters, meaning if you play with 3 players then each one of you control 2 characters. And if you play solo then you play with 6 characters of your choice. There is no turn order in this game. Players choose what characters can go first each round. This is not a campaign game, but instead there are different scenarios that you can set up to play. Each one has their own different win condition in order to win the scenario. Each scenario has a difficult level for you to choose, meaning if you're a hardcore Zombicide fan and you find the game too easy, you can always increase the difficulty by choosing a harder scenario. There is the hunger mechanic. This is different from other Zombicide games, mainly because when you increase your hunger each round, you're able to roll more dice when you go to attack a hero or a shield agent. If your hunger gets too high, then you lose control of your character. You cannot use your abilities or perform any other actions during your turn, meaning you can only move until you devour a bystander. And you want to make sure you do so right away because if not, then you gain a rune at the end of each round. All players lose the game if one character dies, because this is a cooperative game after all. Additionally, over on the hero mode side, there is a power mechanic, so instead of increasing your hunger, you're increasing your power. This will allow you to spend your power to increase your dice rolls. There are 5 different actions you can do in the zombie mode and 7 in the hero mode. You can only take 3 actions per character on their turn. Those actions being for the zombie mode are move, which allows you to move to a different zone, open a door, gain a trait. So in both modes, you are able to gain either a zombie trait for the zombie mode or a hero trait in the hero mode. You can only gain 1 trait per turn. Traits are a little bit different in this game than other Zombicide games. Normally when you search in a room or a car or an area that allows you to search, you're able to search through an item deck to gain guns and different weapons. However, in Marvel Zombies, this action is giving you an extra ability that you can spend on your turn. You can only hold 2 traits on your character. After that, if you choose to gain a trait, you must discard one of those traits. Interact with an object, which depending on the scenario would depend on that object. In the zombie mode, there is an Avenger Tower A that you can pick up and throw at people. Last action you can take in the zombie mode is attack. There are 3 different types of attack that you can do as a zombie. You can either do a range, melee, or a devour attack. Devour attacks will help you reduce your hunger back down to 0. When you devour a bystander, you get an extra ability that's permanent throughout the game. For range attack, there is line of sight in this game. Please see the rulebook to understand line of sight. Now let's talk about the hero action. The main ones being move. Now speaking of the move action, usually moving would only cost you 1 action, but depending on how many enemies are in your zone, will determine how many actions it takes to get out of that zone. Open a door, which will allow zombies and bystanders to spawn, so make sure you have extra actions when you choose to open a door. Gain a hero trait, which again, you can only gain 1 hero trait per turn. Rescue a bystander. Now let me talk about this a little bit more. You can only rescue 1 bystander per character. When you rescue a bystander, you gain an extra ability that's permanent throughout the game. Additionally to that, you can also sacrifice a bystander to not gain a wound. This is only important to do if you're about to die. All players do lose a hero trait if you choose to pick this action. Additionally, the hero mode has a power up action. This allows you to gain 2 power right away. Now when you defeat enemies in this game, you gain experience. Now this is a type of game that gets harder the more experience you gain. You want to make sure you gain experience at the right time because as soon as one character reaches the yellow level, then you perform the yellow actions when zombies or heroes spawn on the board, making the game a lot harder as these cards come out. This happens as soon as one player reaches that next zone. Another key factor that makes Marvel Zombies a lot different than other Zombicide games is the fact that there's no friendly fire. Typically in other Zombicide games, not all, but there is friendly fire. Meaning when you go to attack with zombies, if there is a friend in that zone, a fellow player or character, they can get damaged too. You don't have to worry about that in Marvel Zombies, but I thought I'd mention that if you're interested in checking out other Zombicide games. The price of this game is higher than other Zombicide games, there's no doubt about it. It's definitely due to the IP and the fact that there's going to be tons of miniatures for this game. cmon has also announced that Marvel has stated that they can't turn every hero into zombies. For example, Marvel will not let cmon turn Spider-Man or Black Panther into zombies. This is because of the license and Marvel controls what happens in the game. Now let's talk about the Fantastic Four expansion. This is going to be in retail, so you do not have to pick this up right now. It's not a Kickstarter exclusive, however they have announced there's going to be a bit of bonuses if you back it now on Kickstarter. and plus you're going to save a few dollars on it if you back it now. The expansion works with both modes, hero and zombie mode, and this one works a little bit differently with how the tiles come out in the game. The tiles are connected through an elevator system, meaning that you cannot go to tile without going through the elevator. After all, this is the Baxter building and this is a tower instead of a city. However, it is going to get expensive because I know they're going to announce more expansions later on. Let me know in the comment section down below if you're picking up this expansion. I just quickly want to talk about the stretch goals, and I know it can be frustrating at times to see $100,000 jump in stretch goals to unlock a simple miniature. Miniatures can be expensive, but they're not that expensive. Understand that cmon is a company and they try to keep the hype running throughout the campaign. If this frustrates you, the best thing that you can do is come back after a few days and see what gets unlocked. So what do I think about this game? I think this game looks great. I'm a huge Marvel fan, I've already said that. I love dungeon crawl games. I think I'm going to really enjoy this game. However, I do think shipping is too expensive. I like the zombie mode, I like the hero mode. It's a cool twist to play as the zombies instead of the heroes in this game. I think both boxes are going to be amazing. I do think the price is going to be pretty expensive when it comes to retail. So depending on the shipping price, do the math, see if this game is worth it in the end for you. With that being said, I hope you found this video helpful. Check out this video here to learn about more great games, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.